Ladies and gentlemen, what a year this has been. Welcome to the May 6th, 2022 commencement ceremony of Barry University. Graduates, you made it to the finish line. The commencement ceremony is officially about to begin. Please note that there's a closed caption to the right and to the left so that you can follow along if you need to. Good morning. My name is Dr. Celeste Landeros, Professor of English and Humanities in the College of Arts and Sciences. I also serve as the chair of the Faculty Senate, and it is my honor to serve as your narrator today. Let me be the first to welcome all our graduates, their families and guests here at the ballpark, and all of those attending virtually. I would also like to welcome our distinguished faculty, our special guests, and our accomplished honorary degree recipients. At Barry University, we proudly educate leaders both in their professional fields and in service. Our graduates make a tremendous difference in all corners of society as social workers, physicians, lawyers, teachers, scientists, counselors, entrepreneurs, educational administrators, CEOs, university presidents, and the list goes on. Most importantly, our graduates carry with them a deep commitment to working towards peace and justice in the world. Tens of thousands of Barry grads make a transformative impact across the world, and after today's ceremony, each of you will join their ranks. Now, Reverend Cristobal Torres, the university chaplain, will offer the invocation, followed by Dr. Giselle Rios, professor of music, who will lead us in singing the Star-Spangled Banner, accompanied by Dr. Beverly Coulter, professor of music on piano. Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem. Please remove any hats.
Gracious God, God of power and might, God of mercy, God of journey, we offer you thanks and praise for the journey by which your providential hand has led us to this place, this moment in time, and which now beckons us to go beyond. You have spoken your liberating word, calling us to be salt of the earth, light of the world. And you empower us by your life-giving Spirit to stand with those on the margins and to kneel together before you as we build a new world. With the power of your grace, transform us here, now, at this moment, so that in and through the everyday course of our living, through our relationships, through our work, our study, our point of origin, and our destination, we might become the salt and the light you call us to be. May your Spirit continue to empower us to learn, reflect, and serve through the years ahead. And may we always heed your call to continue journeying as co-builders of your reign of love and justice in your work of renewing the face of the earth. Amen.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were near, the bombs bursting in air. Give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Dr. Rios and Dr. Coulter. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Gregory Green, Chair of the Board of Trustees and a Barry University alumnus.
Good morning. This is a big ballpark. Let's try this again. Good morning. That's more like it. On behalf of my colleagues on the Board of Trustees and as Board Chair, it is my distinct honor to bring greetings and congratulations to you, our graduates, and to your families. This is a memorable day for you and for all of us. You know, Barrie is an independent university, and we realize that you and your family have made sacrifices to help you earn your degree, and for that, we are very grateful. The knowledge and skills you have acquired will help you succeed in life and in your various careers. I know it certainly did for me. In addition to success, you will experience what we trust that you will always strive to make a difference for good, and that you will continue to learn, reflect, and serve. Now, take a moment, graduates. Look around you. Look to your left and look to your right. Look behind you. Nurture the friendships and relationships that you made at Barrie. Keep in touch with our amazing faculty that's right in the middle here. Your advisors, your coaches, your peers, and others who are special to you. Trust me, your Barrie connections will be very meaningful as you journey through life. The Board of Trustees and I are proud of your achieving this great milestone. Congratulations again, graduates, and congratulations to your families. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Green. It is my pleasure to now introduce Jamie Lizotte, President of the Alumni Board of Directors and Barry University alumna.
Good morning, everyone. It is my distinct pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of the Barry University Alumni Board of Directors and offer you and your family members our warmest congratulations. Today is one of the biggest days of your life, and I want to congratulate each of you on this major achievement. You have not only earned a college degree, but you persevered to get to this day through one of the most trying times in U.S. history, a worldwide pandemic. You are strong. This is definitely a day you will recall with pride throughout your life. We believe that each of you has the ability to achieve much success and fulfillment as you start your next chapter. More importantly, we are confident, because you have been an integral part of the Barrie community, that you will contribute to the good of our world in meaningful and positive ways and continue to practice and live the Barrie mission. Please remember to keep in touch with us through the alumni website and social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. And the Office of Alumni Affairs and the Alumni Board look forward to hearing from you often, and we hope to see you at future alumni events. You will continue to be a part of the alumni family and are now a part of the over 73,000 Barrie alumni across the world. Again, congratulations to you and your families, and remember to always remain Barrie proud.
Thank you, Ms. Lizotte. It is now my pleasure to introduce Barry University Provost, Dr. John D. Murray.
Good morning. Before we introduce our honorary degree recipients, we have a special member of our university community we'd like to recognize. Would Dr. Roxanne Davies please step up to the front of the stage? Congratulations to Dr. Roxanne Davies, Associate Vice President for Mission and Student Engagement, on her retirement after nearly 27 years of dedicated service to Barry University. Dr. Davies has served in various roles throughout her time at Barrie, and she has made a tremendous impact on our students and our institution while faithfully serving our mission and core commitments. Thank you, Roxanne, and we wish you well in your next chapter. We now move to the awarding of honorary degrees. This year, in recognition of the challenges of the day, which call for compassionate and ethical leaders who draw upon their unique skills and expertise to solve problems and lift communities, and in honor of all the Barry University graduates who pursue personal success, never sacrificing their commitment to community, our theme for commencement is celebrating service and dedication to community. Our honorary degree recipients are inspirational leaders who have each achieved the kind of professional success and made the transformative impact our graduates will strive for in this next chapter of their lives. It is a true honor to have them here today. Each will be hooded by President Michael Allen and Chair of the Board of Trustees, Gregory Green. Maximo Max Alvarez, President, Sunshine Gas Distributors, Incorporated. A self-made success story, Max Alvarez emigrated to the United States from Cuba alone at the age of 13 as part of Operation Pedro Pan. Today, he is the owner and founder of Sunshine Gas Distributors, one of the largest gasoline distributors in the state of Florida. In honor of his humble beginnings, Alvarez makes it a point to support the community and his industry by way of philanthropy and advocacy. He has served in a variety of capacities with the Florida Petroleum Marketers Association, Hope for Vision, the Transplant Foundation, the First T, the Miami Children's Hospital, and the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Additionally, he founded the Centro Hispano Católico, a daycare center for children in need, and serves as a trustee of the Pedro Pan Group and Florida State University. He previously received an honorary Doctor of Law from Belmont Abbey College. Most recently, Mr. Alvarez committed $2 million to the Barry University Institute for Immigration Studies, an academic center dedicated to the study and understanding of the multicultural South Florida immigrant experience. Among other things, this gift establishes the Monsignor Brian O. Walsh Directorship at the Institute. Mr. Alvarez will receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. Congratulations, Dr. Alvarez. Dr. Marvin Dunn, President, Miami Center for Racial Justice. A former naval officer, a renowned historian, an expert on race and ethnic issues, and a community advocate, Dr. Marvin Dunn has dedicated his career to preserving and sharing Florida's Black history. He taught in the Department of Psychology at Florida International University for more than 3 decades, retiring as chairperson of that department. He authored Black Miami in the 20th Century and A History of Florida Through Black Eyes. He also co-authored The Miami Riot of 1980, Crossing the Bounds, and is the producer and director of 3 documentary films. Additionally, he possesses an extensive collection of photographs and artifacts documenting the history of Blacks in Florida and the violent Rosewood Massacre in Levy County in 1923. Beyond his passion for the preservation of history, Dr. Dunn's service includes the founding of Roots in the City, an urban gardening program, and the founding of the Dr. Marvin Dunn Academy for Community Education, a public high school for at-risk students. In 2021, Dr. Dunn founded the Miami Center for Racial Justice, along with a group of community advocates for racial justice and peace. The center focuses on preserving and telling the stories of racial violence in Florida and working toward racial reconciliation and healing. Dr. Dunn will receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. Congratulations, Dr. Dunn. Cheryl Little, Esquire, Americans for Immigrant Justice co-founder and executive director. Cheryl Little, co-founder and executive director of Americans for Immigrant Justice, is a pioneer and leading expert on immigration law. A steadfast human rights advocate, her work in immigration dates back to the mid-1980s when she graduated from law school and began working at the Haitian Refugee Center. Little co-founded Americans for Immigrant Justice, an organization that champions rights of immigrants, including unaccompanied children and survivors of trafficking, in 1996, and has served as executive director since its inception. She has received numerous honors and awards for her work and has authored several publications on the topic of immigration. Ms. Little will receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. Congratulations, Dr. Little. Sister Patricia Seaman, OPJD, Prioress, the Adrian Dominican Sisters. The Prioress of the Adrian Dominican Sisters, Sister Patricia Seaman, is a passionate voice for the rights of all creation. She is the founder and former executive director of the Center for Earth Jurisprudence at Barry University School of Law, an initiative advancing laws and policies designed to protect the systems, species, and entities that sustain life on Earth, and advocating for the recognition that all creatures and natural systems have their own rights to exist and flourish. She has also been a legal services attorney for migrant workers in South Florida, a staff attorney for the voting section of the Civil Rights Division, United States Department of Justice, and the director of the Earth Ethics Institute at Miami-Dade College. Sister Pat will receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. She cannot be with us here today, so this honorary degree is being awarded in absentia. Our final degree recipient receiving an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters is Joy Taylor, Fox Sports Television and radio host. A Barry University alumna and an accomplished national media personality, television, radio, podcast, play-by-play, event, moderator, and host, Joy Taylor exemplifies the university mission, achieving professionally while putting into practice the values we live and teach at Barry. After nearly 2 years hosting Undisputed, Joy traveled across the FS1 studio where she currently co-hosts with Colin Cowherd on The Herd, weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. She is also a play-by-play analyst for Thursday Night Football, Scouts Feed on Prime Video and Twitch, and the host of The Joy Taylor Show, Saturdays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, on Fox Sports Radio. Joy has quickly become a fixture on the national sports media scene. Originally from Pittsburgh, it was Joy's Steel City grind that guided Joy as she built her career. Working in both FM and AM radio, Joy started her career while at Barrie, interning and producing for a variety of Miami radio giants before landing a position as co-host of the 790 AM The Tickets Morning Show, as well as host of Thursday Night Live and Fantasy Football Today on CBSSports.com. After 3 years of entertaining listeners each weekday morning, Joy traded coasts and moved to Los Angeles to join FS1. As the host of Undisputed, Joy has covered some of the biggest events in sports, including the Super Bowl, NBA Finals, MLB All-Star Weekend, the U.S. Open, and the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight. Her comfort in diverse subject matter is reflected in the eclectic list of individuals Joy has interviewed, including the likes of Basketball Hall of Famer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Super Bowl MVPs Eli Manning and Drew Brees, boxing champion Oscar de la Hoya, rapper and entertainers Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, LL Cool J, and the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Last year, Ms. Taylor established a scholarship for Barry University students pursuing a bachelor's degree in communication disciplines in order to support the next generation of journalists and broadcasters. She noted at that time that a personal goal of hers is to foster diversity in the industry. She also founded the Joy Taylor Foundation with a mission to serve the homeless, survivors of domestic violence, and promote education and youth empowerment in the communities of Los Angeles, Miami, Pittsburgh, and New York City. Congratulations, Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor will address our graduates as commencement speaker.
Thank you. That made me sound very cool. Appreciate that. Good afternoon, everyone. It's very exciting to be here today. I just got a pretty incredible introduction, so I won't introduce what I do, but I am obviously a graduate of Barry University, and this is an incredible full circle moment for me in my career in life as an alumni, but also I was blessed to start my career here in Miami, as we just mentioned. They even let me throw out the first pitch here once, and that did not go well, so obviously I picked the right career path. I got it to home plate, though, so that's all that matters. It's an incredible honor to be here with you today. I sat where you are 13 years ago on one of the proudest days of my life. I'm very happy to have my mother. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and to all the mothers. And my friends and family here, and I'm very happy to be welcoming a new group of graduates into our family of Barry alumni. I'd also like to thank our Barry University president, Dr. Mike Allen, for the invitation, and Bernadine Douglas for her help facilitating all of this. I text her a lot this week. I'd also like to thank my mentor at Barry University, Professor Connie Hicks. She was instrumental to my success at Barry, and she was an important figure for many of my peers as well, so I always want to acknowledge her influence on me, as she represents so much of what I am today professionally and as a person. So I thought extensively about what I wanted to say to you today and what advice I wanted to give, especially coming from someone who for a long time was really bad at taking advice. And I still find it humbling that anyone would take mine. But I have a great deal of love for this school, my time here, and the people that helped shape me and my future. So I reminisce on my first experience with Barry University and how it changed the course of my life. When I was looking at schools, I came to South Florida to visit both Barry and another university. For the sake of how things went, I won't tell you what the other school was. But I went to the other school first, and I walked into the welcome office, and there was someone there, and I told them I was a prospective student. I was looking for information and to meet with someone. I was told no one was available to help me, and that I could check out some of the pamphlets on the wall. Now, I made a very long trip, traveled very far. I didn't have a lot of time to make a decision about where I was going to go. So I was pretty disheartened at that first experience. So after they blew me off, I started driving. Who knows where. I got very lost as I thought I was driving towards Barry. And this was over 15 years ago, so there was no Google Maps in the phone. But I did have some printed information on Barrie with me, so I called the communications department, their office line, and my call was answered by the secretary, Maribel. So I told her I was lost, I'm a prospective student, and I needed some help finding Barrie. So unlike the last place, she gave me directions, stayed on the phone with me for a half an hour, I'm really bad with directions, until I arrived at the school. She set me up with a campus guide and a tour and a meeting with a counselor to walk through enrollment. And she set the tone for my entire experience at Barry University. She was generous. Generous with her time, generous with her spirit, which is my first piece of advice. Be generous. You'll be met with opportunities every day to be generous, to change someone's day, possibly their life, whether it's being generous with time or energy, money, jobs, internships, just words of advice, space. Be generous with opportunities, with your knowledge. Be generous with patience and kindness. Make room for others. Bring seats to the table. It's very easy to get caught up in what serves us. We live in a very instant gratification society, so it's easy to get lost in what's not real. And be generous with yourself. Don't forget to pour into your spirit. Self-Care Sunday. Be gentle with yourself in the hard times. Take that deep breath. Take that vacation day. Be generous with you. Every bit of generosity you pay out will return to you. So be generous. The next point I would emphasize is to be proud. Be proud. You're celebrating an incredible milestone today. You're graduates of Barry University. You studied, you sacrificed, you worked hard for the right to be able to say that. So be proud of that. Be proud of who you are, where you come from, and what you believe in. Everyone here today has a unique story. Everyone has something special about them. And sometimes you hear that and you think, well, if everyone's special, then no one is. I don't believe that. I believe you stop being special the moment you stop believing you are. You stop being special the moment you stop believing you are. I've met many people in my life who have tried to diminish my special, who've tried to steal my light, and for moments, some of them have succeeded. In those dark times, I lost my pride. I lost my belief that I was capable of being anything to anyone. I certainly couldn't have imagined being here speaking to you today. I couldn't imagine the next morning. So be proud. And know that anything and anyone who wants you to be less of what you are is not for you. If someone walked up to you today after you walked out of this building and said you weren't a Barry University graduate, what would you do? You would laugh, you would swirl, you would keep it pushing because you know that that is not true. You know it to be a fact. So as sure as you know that truth, know that you are a vessel for greatness. The greatness that is meant for you and only you to discover. So be proud. You're a gift to this world, and you might be put in situations where they don't want you to shine. You may work for people who want you to assimilate. People are uncomfortable with pride. There's this negative connotation to the word that I think is dangerous. You should be proud of who you are. You should be proud of what you represent. Proud of what makes you unique. And while being generous, you bring others to the table to shine and be proud with you. Lastly, be flexible. The last 2 years have been a lesson for each of us about the unpredictability of life. Change is constant and it's guaranteed. Being flexible will serve you wonderfully. We have so much out of our control. When I graduated from Barrie, I had a job lined up at a local radio station here in Miami. I had interned there and was basically already doing the job full time. But at the time that I graduated, the country was in a recession. So one of the biggest media companies in the country let go of a large part of their workforce, and it shocked the whole industry. So in response, the smaller company that I interned for implemented a hiring freeze, meaning they could only promote from within, no new employees could be hired. Well, I had all my eggs in that basket. I had no other plans. I hadn't applied anywhere else, so I was pretty shocked. And it sent me on a bit of a spiral. It got me off of my path for quite some time. I wasn't flexible. So I empathize with students who have had to deal with the chaos of the last few years, trying to find internships, graduating in a frozen workforce, the general uncertainty if we'd ever get back to normal. Be flexible. Lean into change. Continue your education. Keep growing. Embrace new experiences. Do not fear failure, because so much of life is just adjusting to new jobs, new cities, new homes, kids, marriages, divorces, friends, family. Nothing is guaranteed and nothing is certain except for change. So if you remain flexible and you're willing to grow, you will thrive no matter what life throws at you, and it will throw it at you. Be flexible. So I want to leave you with a story that encompasses those three things, and it's how I got the best piece of advice that I've ever received. So I'd come back to Miami after a bit of a rough time not getting that job. I had just left an abusive relationship. I didn't have any money. I had no job, just my car. And I was sleeping on my friend's couch, the couch I had given her the year before because she needed it. So I was totally lost. I was not in a good way with my family and some of my friends, and I just happened to be complaining about all of this to a friend of mine. He is extremely successful, self-made, and he was listening to me go on and on about my situation. He stopped me in my rant and he asked me a question. He said, "What is something you want for yourself in the next 3 years?" It can be anything. It can be a job, a man, a house, anything. What do you want for yourself? I said, well, I want to be on air full-time on radio or TV in the next 3 years. He looked at me, he said, great goal. And then he said something that I will never forget. He asked me, how much of your energy are you putting into making that happen? Energy. It was a very specific question. I said, I don't know. I don't have an apartment. I don't have a job. I'd say like 10%. He said, why are you surprised that it's not happening for you? Why are you surprised that 10% is not getting you what you want? Yeah, me shook for a second. But then I thought about it. And I thought, I do know how to focus all of my energy and accomplish something. And the very next day, I took control of my life, and I have never looked back. It's a very specific word, energy. And he used it intentionally. He didn't say time, he didn't say money. He said energy. Now, energy sounds very spooky and wild, but you already understand it. You poured your energy into the goal of earning your degree, and here you are today. So whatever happens in life, whatever it throws at you, you have the blueprints of how to focus your energy on a goal and achieving it. Be generous, be proud, be flexible, and whatever you want in life can be achieved if you focus 100% of your energy on it. Your life is a story that you write every day. You are the author of your destiny. So remember this feeling that you have today. So many moments throughout my life and career since graduating 13 years ago, I've thought about that feeling. It's a wonderful feeling in memory. So hold on to it and carry it with you, you have earned it. Congratulations, Barry University graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor, for those inspiring words. The Sister Linda Bevilaqua OP President's Award is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated outstanding leadership and service. Sister Linda, a Barrie U alum and Dominican sister, was president of Barry University from 2004 to 2019. She currently serves as President Emerita and Director of the Adrian Dominican Institute for Mission and Leadership. This award is presented in honor of Sister Linda's inspiration for student leadership at Barry University, and it is the highest honor for an undergraduate student. All of the nominees are deserving, and their names are Alejandra Alonso Alderete, Janisha Cambridge, Amanda Gonzalez Garcia, Maciel Pinales, Paige Kofriki, let me say that again, Paige Pokrifike, Angelic Prom, and Deavian Sese. Congratulations to all our nominees. This year's recipient of the Sister Linda Bevilaqua President's Award has been an outstanding student throughout her time at Barry University. She has demonstrated a commitment to leadership and service while attending Barry. A sampling of her involvement showcasing her outstanding leadership and commitment to our core values include President of We Inspire Now, Senator for the Student Government Association, Interim President for the Residence Hall Association, founding member of the Student NAACP Club, Chair of the Military Appreciation Club, and a dancer on the Barry Diamonds Dancers team. As well, she has been outstanding in her community service and professional endeavors, volunteering for Feeding South Florida, presenting at the Society of Marketing Advances Conference, organizing the 2022 TED Barry Talk, participating as a Barry Stamp Scholar in annual Days of Service. Earlier this year, she participated in the Project Abraham in Costa Rica, a project that works to provide housing for orphans, medical care for those without insurance, and housing for mothers who want to return to school. She accomplished all of this while maintaining a 4.0 grade point average and being inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. For these reasons and so many more, I am honored to present this year's Sister Linda Bevilaqua President's Award for Outstanding Senior to Ms. Janisha Cambridge. Ms. Cambridge, a double major in international business and marketing, is on her way to the stage to say a few words. Keep it up, we'll keep it up.
Friends, family, faculty, and staff, I would first like to say that I am truly thankful to receive this award. I know many of the nominees personally, and their contributions to Barry University are phenomenal, and so are they. So in my eyes, we all earn this award. I believe I speak for most graduates when I say that these past few years have flown by, and I wish I could have a few moments back. When I arrived at Barrie, a recent high school graduate with no family or friends in the entire state of Florida, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to find my footing. I focused on my coursework, got involved in clubs and orgs, and sure enough, I soon found my place on campus. And in finding my place, I made a few realizations. As my fellow graduates know, we have 4 core commitments here at Barrie. In each semester, we come to learn more about their meanings. For every professor we've ever had that pushed us to become more well-informed and well-rounded, we gained a deeper understanding of knowledge and truth. For every person we've met that looked just like us or completely different from us, that grew up near to here or in places that we had never even heard of, we became a part of an inclusive community. For every moment we honored human rights activists and participated in events such as the Brides Walk Against Domestic Violence, we promoted social justice. And for every service learning project that opened our eyes to the pressing issues that plague our communities and helped us understand what role we play in bettering our world, we practiced collaborative service. Throughout our time here, the university has encouraged us to embrace these core commitments and leave spaces better than we found them. These past few years have been nothing short of amazing. The things I've done, the topics I've explored, and the people I've met helped my time at Barrie to be the best time of my life thus far. From homecoming to Community Fest and Founders Week and seeing our sports teams win time and time again, I have such pride in saying I attended Barry University, and I'm sure my fellow graduates can say the same. Bucks, as we part ways for what may seem like a lifetime, I encourage you to remember that no matter where life takes you, your journey started here. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we begin the formal recognition of our graduates who have worked so hard to be here today, we would like to introduce you to some additional members of our Board of Trustees who are also here in support and celebration of our incredible graduates. Each will rise as they are acknowledged. Ms. Tanya Davis, Mr. David Lawrence, Mr. Christopher McFarlane, Ms. Aletha Player, and Ms. Kimberly Topping Morris. To recognize other members of the stage party, please turn your attention to the Jumbotron. First, you'll see members of the President's Cabinet, followed by several members of the President's Advisory Council and the Commencement Committee Chair. We are all so happy to be with you today. We have a tradition at Barrie of recognizing a few unique groups of our graduates. First, will all of our doctoral students please rise? We have 145 doctoral students who are graduating today. These individuals have earned the highest level of credential in their discipline and will go on to be leading experts in their fields. Congratulations to you all. Next, our honors program students, please rise. We have a very special group of honors students that are graduating today. Congratulations to each of you for your extraordinary efforts throughout your time at Barry University. We would also like to honor our legacy graduates. These are the graduates who have followed in the footsteps of family members by attending Barry University. Will each of you please stand? We hope that many of our graduates here today will carry on this tradition by encouraging your family members to experience all that a Barrie education has to offer. Thank you. At Barrie, it is a point of pride that we educate many who are the first in their family to graduate. Will all of our first-generation graduates here today stand and be recognized? We know that your families are so proud in joining you in your accomplishment. Finally, we have 76 military graduates this year that I'd like to invite to stand. Here on the Jumbotron, you're seeing a few individuals of this distinguished group. We owe all of these graduates a deep debt of gratitude for their courage, sacrifice, and service. Now, to our colleges and schools, it is time to honor our graduates. We will start with the College of Arts and Sciences, followed by the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, the Andreas School of Business, the Adrian Dominican School of Education, and the Ellen Whiteside McDonald School of Social Work. Dr. Rick Jimenez, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies, will come now and introduce his college.
Good morning, everyone. As was just said, I'm Rick Jimenez, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences, stand as we recognize you who are earning the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, Masters of Art, Masters of Fine Art, and Master of Science degrees. In the College of Arts and Sciences, we prepare our students to excel in every aspect of their future professional endeavors. This excellence includes a breadth and depth of knowledge and skills in their chosen field, as well as critical thinking and analysis. The ethical and moral reasoning and the sense of personal and social responsibility that ensure our graduates are uniquely qualified to address the vexing social problems the world is currently facing. As dynamic and creative leaders, our graduates are able to inspire in their professions and communities to take informed action in order to foster more democratic, authentically inclusive, and dignified relationships and institutions. Luckily, you will find our graduates in countless careers and professions. They are scientists, they are journalists, they're designers, probation officers, computer programmers, historians, politicians, the list goes on and on. Our graduates have used their time at Barrie to enrich and better themselves, and now they are ready to make the world a better place. I know you will be awed by them. On behalf of the faculty, congratulations, graduates of the College of Arts and Science. You may be seated.
I'm Dr. John McFadden, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Graduates of the college, please rise as we recognize your achievements. In our college, we proudly prepare safe, compassionate, and highly skilled healthcare professionals and scientists who are committed to promoting, healing, and restoring health while advocating for those in difficult and vulnerable situations. Some of our graduates are just starting their healthcare professional lives. Other graduates from our college are enhancing their established careers with an advanced degree. All of our graduates, however, are committed to the same goals of responding to society's most demanding health challenges, life-altering diseases, social and economic disparities, and bioethics and human rights dilemmas. Our graduates make a difference in the local, state, regional, and national communities, serving in a variety of leadership roles for their respective professions and communities. From managing mass casualties to serving on the front lines of a pandemic, Barrie CNHS graduates are everywhere. Congratulations, graduates. You remain Barrie's healthcare heroes. You may now be seated.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Bogdan Daraban, Dean of the Andreas School of Business, and I am honored to present our graduates earning the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Bachelor of Emergency Management, Bachelor of Public Administration, Bachelor of Sports Management, Master of Accounting, Master of Entrepreneurial Management, Master of Sports Management, Master of Public Administration, and our Master of Business Administration. Graduates, please rise. Our graduates are the future leaders of public, private, and independent sectors. We're proud of the skills they have demonstrated and the knowledge they command. They are leaders who are prepared to tackle the critical challenges of our time, ranging from vaccine logistics and delivery to poverty alleviation to responding to the climate crisis. They're prepared to build ethical wealth and inclusive workplaces. They're ready to challenge inequity wherever they encounter it. They have manifested Barry University's core commitments, and we're very excited to see the transformations they will bring to our society. Please look around you and you'll see the faces of future entrepreneurs, scholars, CEOs, fire chiefs, mayors, senators, even a future president. There's nothing these leaders cannot achieve. Congratulations, graduates of the Andreas School of Business. You may now be seated.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Jill Farrell, Dean of the Adrian Dominican School of Education, Leadership, and Human Development, also known as ADSO. Our graduates today are earning degrees in 21 different programs, which are listed in your program, so I won't name them all now. But will the graduates of our school please rise as we recognize all you have achieved? In the Adrian Dominican School of Education, Leadership, and Human Development, we proudly prepare ethical and highly skilled teachers, principals, counselors, school psychologists, human resource professionals, and organizational leaders and administrators in a broad range of settings. They are committed to lifelong learning and carrying forward our Barry University commitments to service, inclusivity, and social justice as they themselves educate and work with future generations of leaders. Some of our graduates today are just setting out on their professional journeys. Others have long established careers and leave today with the knowledge and skills to have an even greater impact on transforming lives in their respective communities. In all of your various roles, graduates, each of you has endless opportunities to create positive change, one human being at a time. Everything you do has a direct impact on the students, teachers, clients, colleagues, and community stakeholders that you work with. You are quite literally shaping our future, and I know you will continue to make us Barrie proud. On behalf of the entire faculty and staff of the Adrian Dominican School of Education, Leadership, and Human Development, I congratulate you, graduates. You may now be seated.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Maria Tian, Interim Dean of the School of Social Work. Graduates at the School of Social Work, please rise as we recognize you and all that you have achieved. In the School of Social Work, we proudly prepare our students to be highly ethical and competent clinical practitioners whose knowledge in trauma-informed clinical practice, research, policy, and legislative advocacy will transform lives of youth, families, groups, and communities. We empower our students with a voice for advocacy and the skills to effectively create change across systems. We armor our students with the courage to stand up for social justice, promote healing, and to always lean into and find a collaborative path to whatever and whomever challenges our very core values. Some of our graduates are just starting their professional lives in the social work profession. Other graduates from our school are advancing their knowledge and skills to enrich their established careers. All of you are now a part of a profession that is in great demand and experiencing strong growth employment opportunities over the next decade. I know all our graduates are committed to the same goals of responding to the demanding challenges we face as a global community. Our graduates make a difference in local, state, regional, national, and international communities and organizations, serving in a variety of direct practice and leadership roles, from directing social service agencies, policy or community practice, to clinical practice in behavioral health care settings or private practice. Our graduates are administrators, first responders, therapists, healers, innovators, advocates, and change makers. On behalf of the faculty, administrators, and staff of the School of Social Work, congratulations to each of our graduates, and congratulations to your family, loved ones, and friends that supported you on your journey. Remember, we are very proud, and you are social work strong. Congratulations, students. You may be seated.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of Barry University, Dr. Michael S. Allen.
Thank you, Dr. Linderos. Dr. Linderos is the proud mom of one of our graduates today. It doesn't get much more exciting than that, so congratulations to you as well. Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family members, and friends, all the mothers who are here with us as we start this Mother's Day weekend, and of course, our Barry University graduates. What a day this is for all of us. Each of you as our graduates in this ever so unique and important moment in time gives us hope. Hope as you share your talents, your ideas, your perseverance in your respective fields. Hope as our newest emerging leaders, as you focus on what brings us together and unifies us, and move beyond the divisions that have consumed our common discourse. And hope as you live as advocates for peace in a kinder, more just world. Thank you, each of you, for being this shining light for us. Each year, I have the pleasure of acknowledging our faculty and staff for all that they do for our students and helping them to reach this milestone today. With everything that's transpired over the past 2 years, this recognition takes on a different meaning today. Since March 2020, our faculty and staff have never wavered. In fact, they have excelled beyond any measure of expectation. They have been smart, creative, committed, caring, and at multiple points in time, they put the welfare and the needs of our students ahead of their own, and even ahead of their own loved ones. We simply wouldn't be sitting here today celebrating all of you without them and this amazing demonstration of excellence and commitment. Graduates, trustees, please join me in thanking the faculty and staff of Barry University. You've been remarkable. In addition to officially conferring your degrees today, which I'll do momentarily, I promise, It's also my job as president to send you off with a charge, one more piece of advice. As I was reflecting on this responsibility, it occurred to me just how much our country and our world needs each of you right now. We need leaders. We need new ideas. We need individuals with the courage to push, to challenge, and to advance our common good. Leaders like Cheryl Little, who has not only dedicated her career to championing the rights of others, being a voice for those who don't have one, but has challenged people to think differently about immigration, using her own voice to change hearts and minds. Leaders like Max Alvarez, who came to this country alone as a teenager through Operation Pedro Pan, and had the courage and the perseverance to not only achieve incredible professional success, but through his generosity has carried on the legacy of Monsignor Brian Walsh, a leader who transformed the lives of thousands of Cuban children whose parents sent them to the United States to escape communism. Max told me earlier that if he knew we were to give out degrees like this, he wouldn't have worked so hard in school when he was a student. But we're glad you're here, Max. Leaders like Dr. Marvin Dunn, who has made it his life's work to shine a light on the stories of racism and racial violence. Stories that are painful to tell, but must never be ignored or forgotten. And leaders like Joy Taylor, who has shattered barriers in her own profession and draws upon her success to lift communities and to empower others to break barriers as well. We are honored and grateful to celebrate these community leaders here today as they truly change lives through their work and generosity in perfect alignment with our Barrie mission. And graduates, if you think you need to be a seasoned community hero to have this kind of impact, you'll be impressed to know that we have these same types of inspirational stories right here in our university community. People like Joseph Manani, who moved to the United States as a refugee when he was a teenager. As an undergraduate student here at Barrie, he wrote and published a book about his experiences to dispel harmful myths about refugees. Or like Maria Stampolko, who spent much of her senior year working to support children in the foster system. She developed and launched Fostering Hope program to support youth aging out of the system with their transition to adulthood. Students like Sean Sutton, who graduates today with a bachelor's in criminology. Sean is a triplet and was diagnosed with cerebral palsy as a newborn. With the support of his family, he never lets his differences overshadow his abilities. Here at Barrie, Sean has been a shining example of a student leader, earning his degree and serving as a role model and courage for his fellow students. Or like Tomas Canella, an MBA student and an Army veteran who spent time in Baghdad as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In addition to his studies, Tomas has worked with multiple veterans organizations and is now the manager of Veteran Services for Mission United. These are your peers. These are all of you. This is just a small sample of what our Barrie students accomplish. And it is impossible to contain our pride in hearing and sharing these stories and so many others that are just like them. My charge for you today is to take what you've learned at Barrie, listen, learn from these inspirational examples, take your unique skills, your unique talents, and have the courage to truly make a difference. We wait in anticipation to see what your future holds. Have the courage, make the choice to not leave the complexities and the challenges of these times to the next person or the next generation. We're counting on each of you. You will have countless opportunities over the course of your life to become a beacon of hope, a positive influence for someone else. Don't let these opportunities pass you by. Embrace each one. So let's commit on this special day to making a difference together. Good luck. God bless. Stay connected to Barry University. We need you, and our future generations of Barry students will need you as well. Choose now, today, to be there for them, just like others have been there for you. And now let's make this official with the conferral of your degrees. Will all of the graduates please stand? It is now my pleasure and privilege to confer upon you the degree that you have earned. On behalf of the faculty, the deans have attested to the worthiness of the candidates presented and those in absentia who have successfully completed all degree requirements. Therefore, by the power vested in me by the Barry University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer the degrees announced this 6th day of May, 2022. Congratulations, Barry University graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, now Dr. Giselle Rios shall close this commencement ceremony with the benediction and the singing of the university's alma mater. Please stand, everyone, and kindly remain in your places until the president and members of the stage party have exited the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
This be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Join in singing our alma mater. Words are in your program. All hail to Barry, hail to Barry.